Wagwan, who here has been to Jamaica? Did any of you learn patois? Patois is the Jamaican dialect. Wagwan means, what's up? Or, how are you doing? The response would typically be, Magwan man, which means, I'm alright. Now just last year, I went on a trip that changed my life. A trip with Mustard Seed Communities to help and care for the residents in Jamaica who were abandoned and could not help themselves. Helping others who are less fortunate than me has always been a great passion of mine. The week I went to Jamaica, I was so fortunate to go with a charity that treats the neglected, abandoned, and abused people of the community. It was a powerful experience. They have been disabled and have had many hardships, but the joy and love they radiated was that I have never seen before. Over here in the US, we are constantly angry at each other and cutting people off on the road and blaring our horns. Now over there in Mustard Seed Communities, Jamaica, they know nothing but love. Love, love, love. You could not receive this love anywhere else. The people of Mustard Seed Community know nothing but love. Now, while I was in Jamaica, I talked to the residents, played games, played music, did construction work, and there was even a Thursday night dance party. Now this was amazing. Seeing the residents showing their talents off, singing and dancing, was incredible. I brought back several stories from this trip. One being, we stayed in Jacob's Ladder, and one day during the week, we went to My Father's House, Jamaica. These are two of the locations owned by Mustard Seed. At My Father's house, we played games, jumped rope, and played with bubbles. Now, after jumping rope, I sat down on the ground because I was exhausted. And two little girls came over, started playing with my hair. Now, my hair was a lot longer back then than it is now. And they were just playing with my hair, and then all of a sudden, they started dumping bubbles on my head, the tubes of bubbles that they were playing with, and rubbing it around. And they said, we're just giving you a bubble bath. And that melted my heart. The joy and love that came from these two little girls was incredible. And I will never forget that bubble bath. It was probably the best bubble bath I have ever received. Now, I kid you not, the bubbles were in my hair for a bulk of the week because the showers there were not top notch, but that's part of the experience, living what they live and doing what they do. Now, there are many issues all around the world caused by poverty. One place especially being Jamaica. Poverty, abuse and abandonment, and disabilities all go hand in hand. All over the world, children are being left on the streets and abandoned in hospitals because of their disabilities. Now, when a child is abandoned, it affects them physically, mentally, and emotionally. When children are abandoned, they are left empty inside. Because of this abandonment, lack of love by their parents, the people start to search in the wrong places for pleasures, for bad pleasures such as violence, drugs, smoking, etc. Now these are not love at all. Now that you have heard some of the devastating effects of poverty and abandonment, let's go and talk about who is helping, who is doing something about this crisis. Mustard Seed Community is a non-profit organization dedicated to caring for the most vulnerable populations in society. It began in 1978 as a home for disabled children in Kingston, Jamaica. Now, the organization has expanded to several other places around the globe. They now have homes for children, adults, and unwed mothers, all with different disabilities, including hives and AIDS. Mustard Seed Communities have over 600 residents worldwide. There are 13 homes in Jamaica. Some of them are Jacob's Ladder, Mary's Child, Jerusalem, and my father's house. Now, when I went to Jacob's Ladder in Hayden, Montague, Jamaica, the summer of 2019, that is when I went on my trip, which drastically changed my life and put a better perspective on how I see the world and other people. Now that you know the benefits of this organization, you can go. You can go on a mission trip with Mustard Seed. They will host for you, and you can help the community and their residents. You can look on Mustard Seed's website for more information. Each home has a list of needed donations, such as diapers, clothes, books, and many more things. Mustard Seed Community is an international organization that supports abused, neglected, and abandoned people of all ages, with and without disabilities. Now, Mustard Seed also helps society outside of their community, not just in. We should treat others, whether they have disabilities or not, how we ourselves would want to be treated. To help, you can volunteer with Mustard Seed by going on a mission trip to one of their locations, by donating goods, or by spreading the word with Mustard Seed's missions and other people your age who might be interested. You can follow Mustard Seed's Facebook page, Instagram page, or visit their website to see more inspiring work and the inspiring work they've done. Now I urge you, think about it. Research. Go on a mission trip. And trust me, you won't regret it. It will change your life, not for the worse, for the better.